All right, cool. Continuation now. So, religion. Religion means plied with the deed of trust. Okay? So, Brother Cool, why are you always talking about trust law? Why are you talking about nationality and trust? Because the thing that binds the nationality and the trust together is that little thing in the middle. Well, it's not a little thing, it's a very big thing. It's a very big thing in the middle. And that thing in the middle is called religion. And according to the law, religion means plied with the deed of trust. Now, when you look at the term plied, it means a couple of things. Synonyms, number one, means to use. Synonym number two means to wield. Right? Synonym number three means to manipulate. Manipulate. And synonym number four means to handle. Let me make sure I put the two, and two. So plied means to use, to wield, to manipulate, to handle. Handle what? The deed of trust. The deed of trust. The deed of trust. A deed in law is a writ. A deed in life is an action. This person did a good deed for the society. That was a nice deed you did for that old lady to help her walk across the street. Deeds are actions, but deeds are also writs. Writs that come from the mind. A writ is synonymous with the First Amendment. Your right to freedom, your right to exercise your religious freedom, your right to peaceful assembly, your right to freedom of speech. Your freedom of speech is also connected to your freedom of writing, because your writing is synonymous with your speech. What you write is what you say, right? Right. It's a ritual, my nigga. So, if it's plied with the deed of trust, what is trust? In life, trust is my ability to depend on you to uphold certain duties and obligations. And I can depend on that. Okay, what is trust according to the law? Trust is when you have someone or something who has the authority, right, to hold certain things that you own. Or maybe all the things that you own, you specify. The things that you own or have an interest in, which is synonymous, right? They hold it down for you. For the benefit of whomever you want to benefit for. So that would be a trust. Hey man, I just came up on $1 million. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up this trust, which is an entity, right? A trust fund. I'm gonna put my currency into that, hold it until my beneficiary, which can be anyone, my child, my cousin, my friend, whoever I decide, my beneficiary, and then I put certain stipulations. When they reach the age of majority, when they reach 18, when they reach 10, when they reach 5, when they graduate from college, they have access to this as their inheritance. Trust. You know how our ancestors did trust? They also did trust in the form of constitutions, in the form of treaties, contracts. Okay? Are deeds of trust. Because you are trusting that the Naga will uphold his duties and obligation of that contract. Because that Naga doing his or her part benefits you, and vice versa if you have an agreement. I agree to bring you golden potatoes. You agree to bring me green onions, goddammit. If we both do what we said we did, guess what? I benefit because now I got some green onions. You benefit now because you got some gold potatoes. Simple. Simple. Okay? So, when we talk about religious exemption, are you upholding the ancient covenants of your ancestors? Are you your ancestors? Do you look like them? Do you think like them? Do you dress like them? Do you speak like them? Do you have certain habits and things that they have? Are you really them? Are you sure? Are you sure? It's one thing to just keep that shit right here, but then you still acting like a nigga out here. I'm not talking about the naga. I'm talking about nigga. Okay? So, that being said, and the nigga is the person that got brought over from Africa. Niggas, Africa enslaved over here. You know what I'm saying? Had to work the plantations as indentured servants. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the niggas. Not everybody here is a nigga. You got your niggas and you got your nagas. They were kings, okay? There were gods all over the motherfucking place. Gods and goddesses all over the motherfucking place. Everybody with their own boss over here. Okay? So, we have to really take this shit serious. This ain't some shit you just turn, okay, all right, yeah, now I'm ready to take this serious. When an emergency happens. We gotta stop doing that shit. Okay? There's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done. So, for those who are serious, this is not a game. This is your life. Niggas is trying to wipe out your DNA. So they don't have to deal with you no more as a problem, as a potential threat. Don't you understand? Why people work so hard to try to make you weak? Because you're a threat. That doesn't mean that you're dangerous. That doesn't mean that you mean people harm. That means that you ain't gonna let no fuck shit pass. And you ain't one of these niggas that's gonna buck. You're gonna stand tall and hold your ground like a naga. You're not scared. You're not afraid. Afraid of what? Death? Death ain't real. Death ain't real. We do all this study and research about reincarnation to be worried about death, nigga. I thought the whole point of us knowing the knowledge is so that we could work that shit out of our psyche. You so-called kill me, nigga. I'll be back. You can't kill what I am. You can't murder. You can't slander. You can't do none of that shit. None of that shit does anything to a being like me. Alright? So, this is not an act. Okay? If you're serious about your nationality and your birthrights, take that shit serious. Stop waiting for emergencies to happen to realize that, hey, it's time to take this shit serious. Okay? With that being said, nationality is not about recruiting people. This is a divine and national movement. That shit gotta speak to you and resonate to you. You gotta want to do that shit on